We're starting off high.
We can get a two fools agree on that one. Oh, by the way, look, we got the wide shot. Ah!
There was you had accountability. Now what I can
Now all you need is a podcast and a YouTube channel.
No, not even.
Where give me the money. Show me the money.
Apparently there's a Foolproof page.
Shoot the J. Shoot it. Live on Facebook.com/Foolproof Entertainment Network. I need you on Twitter. I need you to repost the Facebook pages.
To raise a human before I would
Trust a human to raise a pack of wolves?
before I would trust a pack of humans to raise a wolf.
Right. I hear you.
Good, because I was still.
Yo, what up, fools? Welcome to another edition of Two Fools Agree. As always, I'm your host, Michael Reggie, here with my main man, Clifford Jordan Jennings.
Shalom.
Shalom. All right, sorry. Distracted.
What
You know what? I might be a little ADHD. I might be. And I've had multiple people point this out to me lately. And I'm like, I never really thought I was, but I definitely have some markers.
I think
we all are. It's all a spectrum, right?
no, definitely that. But I think that like everything is designed for you to have ADHD now.
Facts.
I think you can get ADHD just from living.
Right. Not to mention, the doom scrolling and
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, when
everything
you have 3 different people sending you 30 reels a day, it's a lot to keep up with.
Man. The algorithms is crazy.
They are crazy. And I will say, the last one you sent me with the Ark Raiders in World War III, even Andrew was fucking cracking up about that one. Rest me, bro. Rest me. Should I throw a grenade? I'm going to throw a grenade. Ding. Oh,
like I said, I felt bad. I felt bad liking it. I felt bad liking it. I said, it's not funny, but that's funny.
It is funny. Oh, man.
Motherfuckers can't take nothing serious.
No.
But, I mean, I'd rather that than the latter.
Well, and I feel like we spent so much of the first half of this decade as nothing but fucking doom and gloom all the time that we just don't care anymore. We're past the point of fucking caring. They have traumatized us into desensitization, Cliff, is what they've done. So, I care about me, and I care about mine, and I care about my peoples. And that's about it.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel,
No.
And Lord knows I've had enough time to explore those feelings, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean, I get it. I oscillate. I definitely oscillate between, different aspects of it. I mean, I say that and, what was it? Monday when I got back. Where was I going? I was going somewhere. And feds were all at the end of my block, basically, at the corner of Main and my street.
Now, when you say feds, do you mean like CPD? Are you talking
No,
detectives?
that would not be federal. That would be the FBI. The FBI was
Oh,
conducting a
okay.
raid at like fucking 7 a.m. And at first I thought it was an ICE thing, but I actually kind of observed and videoed and sent it to the ICE Watch group, and I think it was actually drug related. I think it's a crackdown on the change in marijuana laws. And they were
Damn, the
going after,
FBI.
yeah, they were going after dispensaries, I think.
What the fuck else do they got to do
Fucking
to
not.
be?
Well, they're not going to prosecute pedophiles. Might as well go after the drugs.
Like, I don't know. Listen,
Oh man,
I don't know.
no, I get it.
That's why I stay the fuck out the way.
I get it. It's hard when it's
But
right at the end of your block, though.
listen, I mean, I definitely understand that. But the motherfuckers ain't for me.
That's true. Yet. I just want to keep an eye on them, Cliff. That's all it is. Just keep a
Oh no,
watchful eye.
you definitely got to keep an eye out. But I feel like police are like people shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get caught in the window.
Right, right. That's fair. I
You know
get
what I'm
that.
saying? Like it's definitely okay to look. Like I want to know what these motherfuckers is
Let's
up
do it
to.
too.
But I damn sure ain't about to be in the window with a
Right.
fucking camera out.
At least not on the first floor.
And even still, I'm gonna be in that motherfucker like a scary movie. Like all you gonna see is half my face
No,
looking out.
all you have to do is watch, watch, watch. Hold the
That
phone
I guess that you're right. I guess that
out.
is right.
It works like one of those mirrors.
Yeah, I guess that does right. I'm not a phone guy.
No.
Like that's not the first thing I'm thinking to reach for. You know what I'm
I
saying?
hear
Like
you.
I don't
I
know
hear
what
you.
that.
Oh man. So how have you been the last couple of weeks? We ain't having a show in a minute. Because I
Yeah, it
think
has been a
before
little
I was
while.
out west, you lost power because all those fucking storms that ripped through here.
Hmm. That
It,
was fucking.
it was
Motherfuckers
it was
almost
wild.
2 days without power.
So it reminded me of the windstorms, and I think it was, I don't know, like 2009 maybe, or maybe it was 2004. But we had a series of windstorms come through, and like power was out in half the city for a while, and because
Hmm.
AEP had sent all of the electric technicians down to fucking Texas because the hurricane had ripped through there, and then it came up through and gave us a shit ton of windstorms. And I was reminded of the fable of the young man who wouldn't listen to his mom, and his mom told him 3 times, "Hey, you might want to put your car in the garage." And finally, on the third time, he threw his hands up and said, "Fine, I'll put my fucking car in the garage. Get off my back." And not more than 2 minutes after the car was in the garage, what happened, Cliff? That big old fucking tree out in front of South Champion came down right where my car had been.
For real.
It was wild. Oh man. So love you, mom. Thanks.
That motherfucker's probably old enough to be a fable now.
Right. But yeah, man, out west was a good time. Did the usual. Did the whale watching thing. We saw some orca. Saw some orca in the wild. Saw 2 humpbacks. Saw a minke whale. It wasn't as exciting as last year though, because they were all like barely skimming the surface. They weren't really active up above the water.
Right. That motherfucker's planning something.
Right. Well, and then I saw something else crazy in the wild.
What?
Quentin fucking Rampage Jackson. I'm standing next to
You
this
did say
man
that.
at the urinal, and I kind of like notice him. Like, when you like, I should know who that is. But I'm like, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not about to ask him. Like, we got our dicks in our hands at this moment.
He was like,
and
motherfucking giraffe neck.
I have the sense not to. However, the man on the other side of Mr. Rampage Jackson goes, fucking Rampage. What up, man? Dude, I thought Rampage was about to turn and hit him with his dick. Just start pissing on him. He didn't even like acknowledge, dude. He like grunted, like, like at that moment. And I know you gave me shit. You're like, you should have shot your shot trying to get an interview. Man, I was not fucking with that man at that moment. He's in the Phoenix airport. All the flights are delayed. He's pissed off. I'm just like, that was cool. That was cool. That was Rampage.
Piss next to Rampage Jackson.
Piss next to Rampage motherfucking Jackson.
Tell my grandkids about
this. Which is almost as good as my other celebrity encounters, both of which I physically bumped into, dude. So one was walking around at the Kennywood amusement park in Pittsburgh, and this big motherfucker just kind of shoulder checks me, but not really. Like, we bumped into each other, like trying to avoid crowds or whatever. And he's pushing a stroller, and I'm like, fine, whatever. And I turn around, and I'm like, that man is way too jacked to be a normal person. And he wasn't quite as tall as me, but I turned and I looked at the back of his neck, and I saw his bald head. I'm like, and then he turned to say something to somebody, and it was motherfucking Kurt Angle. Two-time Olympic gold medal winner, WWE champion, fucking Kurt Angle. The other one was leaving a club in Pittsburgh, and I bumped into Mr. Roethlisberger. And to the point where his dude, like, stepped in front of me. I'm like, it's cool. I didn't realize. This big motherfucker.
It sound like you just like bumping into motherfuckers. Right. Huh? Sound like you the bumper.
These crowded spaces, Cliff. When you got two big motherfuckers walking around in a crowded space, the chances are they're gonna bump into each other at some point.
Sounds like Rampage is lucky he had his dick in his hand.
Right.
This nigga would have got bumped all into the urinal.
Can you imagine that? Like, bumping him while he's at the urinal? Making him piss on his shoes? I might have died in that bathroom, Cliff.
It's crazy how close one can be without knowing.
Oh, man. Amazing. But that was the first celebrity sighting at an airport in a while. I'd also seen Dave Bautista and some other wrestler. Oh, Maven, the dude who won Tough Enough. I saw them at the airport once or twice.
Shit, I ain't been at the airport enough to see a celebrity.
I hear you. But yeah, that was that trip, and then I mean, it's been work since I got back. So
that's all it's been for me.
Yeah.
I've been getting over a little cold or something.
It's a fucking temperature change, man. It's that fucking Ohio weather throwing out temps like it's fucking Powerball numbers.
Hey, that's 13, probably what it is.
38, 67, 41, 12.
You might be onto something there. Might be onto something.
You know, every once in a while. All right, so you got any inadvertence to get us going?
I don't really have inadvert so much as I think that AI is fucking with you on purpose, like every chance they get.
I think it's another way for them to rewrite history and rewrite information. I think it's actually... I don't know that it's the AI. I think it's doing exactly what it was designed to do.
I mean, that definitely could be the case as well, because they change your typing up so crazy.
Oh, it's wild. Fucking like autocorrect, but it's before you even enter the word. Like,
it's duplicating words and shit. Like it's to the point that I just be going with it. Like I'm sick of even
They'll figure it out.
correcting it.
That's the
And it's
problem,
like,
Cliff. No one's correcting it, and so it keeps giving us the wrong shit.
bitch, we shouldn't have to correct. You know you incorrect.
Right.
You know you're incorrect. I was typing evening and it said every. And it changed it as I'm sending the fucking message.
It doesn't do it like, before you click send. It does it like as you're clicking send.
And I'm thinking like, of course, if I had no arms or legs, like that would be your only line of defense. It's just driving a motherfucker mad.
Right. Oh man, if you were using a keyboard or like text to speech. Damn it. Ducking. Definitely it in. Dick sucking. Fuck.
Listen. I damn sure ain't dealing with no damn voice to speech. Whatever. Them motherfuckers don't even understand you half the time. You have to proofread your message anyway, right? And if I had to proofread my text, why would I send that? I might as well type it out myself, right?
Right.
Because it's not just a couple little.
Well, the mistakes. One in the car will at least read it back to you. But I hear you in terms of just doing it directly through the phone.
Right. Now I gotta waste another 20 seconds of my life listening to this motherfucker right. Carefully to see if you got it right. Like,
and they still don't do punctuation. Was that a question? Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
At this point, I mean, you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't go back.
The only way is forward, Cliff.
Then get these motherfuckers' arms and get them out of the fucking we
could just go back to phone calls.
I mean, damn near, right?
I know if there's something important I need to talk to you about, I'll just call you.
But then that's so like,
I understand. It's inconvenient.
You know
we've been bred to accept the convenience of like letting people respond when they want to.
Right. And then beyond that, like you got to worry about who's around when you're talking.
That's true.
Even just talking in general, you know what I'm saying?
Although I will tell you, with these two burlesque baddies that I'm seeing, I have to be aware of who's around me when I'm texting too.
What does burlesque mean?
You don't know what a burlesque dancer is?
Okay, like Moulin Rouge type shit?
That kind of shit.
Okay. You know all these fucking letters now. I gotta make sure I clarify. I don't know. What is going on nowadays? And they tall shit. Question.
Woo.
Nah, but shit, I bet.
You gotta be aware. Head on a swivel.
You know? I bet that's the case.
Because you can't look at the reels that they send or the pictures that they send if you're in a room with people.
Yeah, you don't want to open that file on the elevator.
I'm fucked if I ever have to really go back to work.
Nah, just don't respond. The fuck?
See, the problem is, Cliff, is that I operate on inbox 0, so I cannot deal with it. Hurts my soul to see a notification on my phone. Like seeing the little red dot with the numbers in it bothers me.
Between, what is this? Facebook and Instagram?
1,400 messages.
I don't know. It says 647.
Oh my God.
I don't know how accurate that is.
It better be one of those apps that lets me just clear all notifications.
You know what it is? You know what it is
that you don't give a fuck. I know.
I mean, some of it is that, right? Like I start treating my messages like my emails.
Right. Which you don't read either.
If it doesn't pertain to me, I don't open it. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. But now, I'm with you on that, except I will fucking scroll and delete it. Like, I will scroll down, delete without opening.
Oh, see, I don't do that.
Because I don't like the new message notification.
What's that?
No, just seeing that I have like an unread.
In general, right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, nah, I don't care. I don't even, it missed me. You know what I'm saying?
If it's important, they'll send it again.
You know, right. But if I don't click it, it didn't happen.
Plausible deniability.
It wasn't received. I got it.
I got it.
Yeah, no, I got it. I just didn't
just wasn't
receive it.
Return to sender.
You know, that's all that was.
Oh man. Well, sir, we went back to a topic that we had planned for Friday the 13th because it was a good vibe. And it was Freaky Friday. Bigfoot in Ohio. Gerald the Dolphin. And I think it was One Piece, but I just said and more for this episode.
Yeah, no,
and Straw Hat Pirates. That's what it was.
Yeah, I just we're at the end, right? We're at the end. This is Fast and Furious when they're like going to space.
Going to space. That's where we're at with reality at this point.
Real shit. Like we're just adding, like we're trying to fit all of the plots in that we forgot to get out. It's like
Bigfoot's back, the dolphins are back. Aliens will be here soon. Like
it's like God had a essay due, and he saved it for the night before. And he was like just getting everything out that he had.
It's funny that you use that analogy because
they had.
I started reading this series called Dungeon Crawler Carl. And it's basically like the world collapses because it's taken over by aliens. And to basically determine like if any humans get to survive, they have to compete in this dungeon, like a video game dungeon, a video game level or 18 levels or whatever.
Right.
But it's all entertainment for the rest of the galaxy. And maybe that's it. Maybe we are just in the final seasons of Planet Earth where the aliens who are watching us for their entertainment have had to amp up the entertainment value every season. And now they're just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks.
I mean, no, I think so. That could be what it is, right? Like, or maybe the clock's running out and they just they have all of these things planned and they're like, no time for rollouts. Just drop it on these motherfuckers. Because it's something new daily.
Right. Right.
I don't even know if I could have predictions.
They could be as wild as the shit that we see in the news every 3 days.
Yeah, I'm trying to spit one out real quick. Just so like,
because vampires are real.
It could damn near come true. But
vampire cult discovered in Ohio.
I feel like that, but that's
real.
That's real, and it's up for interpretation, right? Because if you say something like vampires are real, you could be meaning like Twilight, like these bitches can't be out in the sun running fast and shit like that. And they're like,
unless they're a daywalker like the Reets. That's how she's able to do all those ultra runs, even though she's a vampire, because she's a daywalker.
That's because she only stays in her form for moments at a time.
and then she's turning into a bat or something.
Bat. The motherfucker just fall asleep middle of it.
Oh fuck!
That shit funny as hell. But nah, you can't convince me otherwise, right? Because I swear the dolphin shit is weird as hell, right? Like
All right, so which one are we jumping into? Are we jumping into Bigfoot in Ohio, or are we jumping into the Dolphins? You want to jump into the Dolphins?
we gotta go straight into the
The
dolphins.
problem is that our resident dolphin expert, Mr. I fucked the dolphin Gordon,
Man,
is not on the show with us tonight.
I'm upset
But
about that,
I'm gonna
G.
need you to give us a little bit of detail on what's going on with this dolphin, because I will give you my quick understanding.
Yeah,
Florida
did that.
man, Florida
Right.
man says that he escaped being imprisoned by dolphins who made him build shit for them. That's about as far as I got into the stories.
I guess that's somewhat on track.
Okay.
So the story is that they found the nigga on the beach, all fucked up, drawing out schematics for an underground what's it called? Like a under whatever.
Like an
So they
underwater
pick him up,
civilization.
they pick him up thinking he's like, a drunk or, somebody on drugs or whatever. They test him, they come back sober, and they asked him what happened. He says that he was kidnapped by dolphins that took him underwater and had him start building an underwater city for them.
Okay. How was he breathing?
He said Gerald took care of that. That's all that they
that's
really
all.
said.
That's all. That's all the guy said. Fair. He just put his mouth over Gerald's blowhole, and Gerald would
Listen,
let the
I don't
bubbles
know
go.
if Gerald. Listen, if Gerald's pulling stings like that, snatching people from the beach, he's not gonna be nobody's oxygen mask while they're down there doing their labor. You hear what I'm
he's got a
saying?
guy for that, I'm sure.
Gerald, I don't know what they got going on, but I'm sure it's beyond anything we can understand. So
I mean, they communicate mostly through like telepathy, isn't that what they say?
yeah, no, they definitely say that, and I think that one dude, I don't know if you seen that video I sent you about the dude saying that the clicks or the squeaks that they make, he said that he believes if they could go up another octave, that might be something that could, communicate directly to your mind's eye, your pineal gland, to the point that you wouldn't have to be interpreting anything that
Well,
they
but
were
that's the
saying.
thing with telepathy too, and I mean, they even talking about that in the telepathy tapes. Like, it's not verbal, it's not words, it's
Right,
ideas, it's images, it's feelings.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, I guess they let him go is what it was, under the understanding that he would be coming back to finish.
He would come back to finish what he started.
Right. And that's when they found him on the beach. Now, I guess they had done like tests and said that he had scars on his hands consistent with deep sea coral
Okay.
that he wasn't around. And they were also, what they say, like formed in a way that would be consistent with someone using a hammer.
Interesting.
Now,
So this drunk
cult
motherfucker was really down there building shit.
shit. I don't even know if we can call him drunk,
Drunk. That's
motherfucker,
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
but sounds crazy as fuck. Wouldn't believe it until you feel until you hear that there were helicopters over the area where he was believed to be, and then 44 bottlenose dolphins wash up on the beach dead the following week.
Oh, they wiped out the dolphins.
That's when it starts to be
The
like,
military wiped out the dolphins.
allegedly. I mean, allegedly. They've been known to,
Allegedly. The
you
lawyer
know,
lady up there in the booth is telling me to say allegedly.
they've been known to JFK, MLK, a few motherfuckers in their day. You hear what I'm saying? So I wouldn't
And
think that.
proof of sentient dolphins would probably qualify.
I mean, but
I mean, I think they're sentient anyways, but
right, right.
interesting.
I mean, they don't put rules on shit like that for no reason.
No. Well, and then it makes you wonder if it was he stumbled upon a military experiment where they're using dolphins to, I don't know, scout or retrieve or whatever, or using them for their telepathic abilities.
I mean, but you would have to. I would imagine it would have to be so much deeper than that.
Yeah.
Than
That
just
they had that there's
telepathy.
actually an entire dolphin civilization that we're just
Yeah,
not aware
it
of.
has to be so much deeper than that. Like,
Well, and then it makes you wonder what if it's not, well, even if it is dolphins, but it's not dolphins as we understand them. It's the whole
and
idea of like Atlantis and an
that
underwater technologically advanced civilization.
that could
Yeah.
definitely be the case. All I'm gonna say is, you think about the motherfuckers that rule the world today. These motherfuckers are, they're like pussy conquerors. You know what I'm saying? They conquer, but in a way that's very put. Their ancestors would be
Ashamed.
rolling in their right. They're rolling in their graves because like these niggas aren't capable at all. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? They send the motherfuckers that are capable. So I say that to say, thinking about everything that they have an attempt to conquer, your bitch ass got the fuck up out of that ocean real quick though, didn't you?
Right. Right.
And these nosy conquering motherfuckers wouldn't just leave a place unless they had a reason to leave a place.
Right.
So I honestly think that the Dolphins, could just be the tip of the iceberg. That could
Yeah.
be the bridge between the two worlds.
Well, and there's a
And
lot of
that's why they don't want you speaking with them, because it's not about what they could tell you. It could be what they could show you.
right.
If a nigga like Gerald is capable to have a nigga breathing underwater, all it takes is a motherfucker to hold out their hand, willing to
Willing to
go on a
go.
magical adventure.
Sure. Right. Right. Which is interesting because it kind of ties into a lot of the Bigfoot sightings and theories behind Bigfoot and how, where the national parks stood up as Bigfoot sanctuaries, or the theory that I've seen a lot of around this is that the national parks were established to basically cover up portals and portals that are interlinked across the globe, basically.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense
Because they talk
because
about how there have been like X number of people who have gone missing in national parks and then turned up in a national park
you
700
know
miles
who
away.
is responsible for building the national parks?
Who's that?
The Buffalo Soldiers.
Soldiers.
The free blacks after the Civil War built the national parks all across the country. And I would imagine if anybody would hold the knowledge of any previous portals or technology, they would know
That
some
would be a
things that
group.
others wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So that could definitely be the case.
But it does beg the question of why Ohio and why were there so many in a short period of time?
Yeah,
Because it
no,
was all like Northeast Ohio, right? It was all like Cuyahoga Falls
mm-hmm.
National Park and that kind of area.
See, I mean, you think about.
Although the fact that both of these incidents take place in Florida and in Ohio does does leave you wondering around the stability of the people involved.
See, I don't think that to be the case, right? Like, I don't think that I think that so two theories.
Okay.
One, if I was excuse me, if I was some sort of lizard person, bottlenose dolphin, human hybrid, whatever the case may be, and I was gonna speak to anybody, it would be where the crazy motherfuckers were.
That's true because they're the most likely to believe
They're not only
you.
the most likely to believe you, but they're the most likely not to be believed by anyone
By
else.
anybody. Fair.
Same reason why motherfuckers go after, invalids and shit like that, get abused because nobody's gonna speak.
Right.
Nobody's gonna tell you what they
No
pray.
one's gonna listen. Right.
Right. So it's the same with that situation. They're not gonna come to fucking Boston to Stanford or wherever the
Right.
fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not going there. They're gonna go where they're comfortable. Now, as far as Ohio, this is the us as a state is the number one spot for mounds and
Mounds.
old pyramids.
Right.
So that connects to an ancient world that we know no knowledge
Nothing
of.
about.
Now, I would imagine if there was a time where people knew of these things and these things knew of people, if I was one of those things, I would want to stay as close to the area that knew me best
Right.
as possible.
The Appalachian Trail, Ohio. Yeah.
Right. Now, what ends up happening is you have, again, insert these greedy lab coats come in, tearing down all the trees, trying to put up apartment buildings and new properties for motherfuckers not to be able to afford, and you're taking away their landscape.
Right.
Throw in the weather pattern change that's been coming from the northeast and all that. That explains why we can't stay here.
Yep.
It wasn't stable to begin with. Now this weather's turning up. Let's get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you could link all the shit that people been seeing in the sky with that,
The
but it would
fireballs and things like that.
but I feel like that would make sense as well, right? Because if you're something that's 8 to 12 feet tall, you're not moving like that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like you got to stick in a fucking blanket with your items in it,
Right.
hauling down like. There's only so many different. I feel like extraction points is where you
Well, that's the
saw
theory
them
with
headed to.
that's the theory with the portals.
Right.
That those are extraction points, or at least get them to another area. And once people start moving in, that's how they, next they'll be spotted in the redwood forests of the Northwest.
Because I guarantee you, motherfuckers, it was certain people that didn't take none of that shit serious, and there was certain people that was out there within the hour
Right.
trying to catch them a Bigfoot.
Oh, no doubt. That's actually
So
probably the reason why it popped so much on the news here, was that there had to have been a response to it.
you
Because
think,
usually that shit just gets buried. Like, oh, this was just, Uncle Joe was off his meds again and whatever. But the fact
right?
that it was all over both social media, and it popped up on several news stations.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I know motherfuckers use the terms like the veil is lifting and shit like that. You could blame it on the veil. You could blame it on CERN. You could blame it on whatever the fuck you want to blame it on. But like I said, we're
Also, the
approaching.
possibility of increased levels of consciousness, right?
I could be as well. Could be a part of the natural evolution of man. And that
Thank
could be what they're attempting to suppress with the fluoride and the 5G and the radiation and all the other shit.
Right.
But then I would think you would see other places that don't have that as abundant as here making more
Here
progress.
here's the thing. And this kind of ties to the idea of like what we've talked about with things like Akon City and like Afrofuturism and whatever the case is. if those things are actually in the world, we probably wouldn't know about it because our media is so fucking controlled here. Like
No, definitely.
everybody wants to talk about China and Russia and state-run media. We've had state-run media for decades. It's just now we're starting to see it for that.
Right.
And so, when things pop up on the ones that I believe the most are the ones you see on TikTok one day and then you can't find anything the next. Because that to me is fucking algorithmic suppression.
But these motherfuckers ain't stupid.
Yeah.
They do that shit with shit that don't matter either.
That's fair. Well, but that's the whole idea with counterintelligence in general. Like that's one of the big things they've talked about with regards to UFOs and documentation that the government has on, aliens, UAPs, whatever, is that they put just as many fake things on their servers
Right.
as they do real things.
Right.
So that
And
if it is breached, you can't know whether it's true or not.
right.
Which is why it's kind of the seeing is believing and believing is seeing. And some of that I do think comes down to the idea of consciousness. I mean, you even sent me the one video around like the, 8 different levels of consciousness or whatever. And like,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's truth to that. And while I'm pushing myself towards that, that 5th or 6th level, I'm kind of stuck in 3rd and 4th just from where I've been and like how I was brought up and what I've believed all my life and shit like that. So it's like it takes time to overcome that.
No, I definitely understand you there. I just never really operated in absolutes
Yeah,
anyway.
I get that.
Like I know enough to know I don't know
No
nothing
enough.
at all.
Well, and I think I'm there too. But it's also untraining my mind from taking those shortcuts that it's been taught its whole life.
Right. Now, what I will say my superpower is I'm very observant and I'm great with pattern recognition.
Yeah.
And you can see once somebody plays their hand a few times what's coming next.
Yep. I agree
You
with
know what
that.
I'm saying? And these motherfuckers been doing that shit for so long that they're not doing it for me anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're
Right.
doing it for everybody else. Me, that I'm the kind of person that they come out with terms like conspiracy theorist for.
Well, no, and I think too some of that is, and I don't mean to speak for you, but like I'm sure some of that is living the black experience. Like they've tried to tell you things that you knew weren't true the entire time, your entire
No,
life.
I no, I'm sure that has played a part as well.
So
I'm sure childhood
I think
traumas, I'm
especially
sure all kinds of shit
right.
played a part.
Well, I'm sure Black Americans in particular, have are closer to that level of consciousness just from it's what you can see and what you felt your whole lives kind of thing.
Yeah, I could see some truth in that. I don't know though. I feel like I'm from a very so my first introduction into a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I remember being a child, and when I say a child, I mean like a child, like maybe 4 or 5 years old, and I never could understand why like the toys never did what they did in the commercials.
Right.
You know what I'm
Ever.
saying? And at that very young age, I thought to myself, like, are they doing this on purpose? Like, what? Like, are they tricking people into thinking this
You're
shit
supposed to be
works?
using your imagination to make it work like that, Cliff.
That was my first introduction. Then when you get old enough to like, where you're not eating like Happy Meals and shit anymore, and you're like, ooh, like, you know, first time feeling a little hungrier than some chicken nuggets. That fucking quarter pounder looks good. I like seeing that in the commercials, and then you get one and you're like,
The
this
fuck
ain't
is
nothing
this?
like the fucking commercials.
Thanks.
But that should have been everybody else's introduction.
Introduction.
That these motherfuckers will do anything to get you reaching in your pocket, to get you stepping off your pivot,
To
to
hand
get
that
your
back to them.
right, to get your distraction, so they can slide some shit off behind. Like, I know how the shit goes. So when I see something crazy going on, I usually look the other way.
Yeah. Circling back to our earlier conversation.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I want to see the Bigfoot, right? Like, I want to see that, but at the same time, I know that if you're reporting on that,
then there's
what
something
the
else
fuck is
afoot.
going on over here?
Right.
What are you planning?
Right. It's the distraction game all over again. I mean, we're in a fucking war right now because they didn't want the Epstein files to be the focus.
You know what, though?
And no major news outlet is still reporting on the Epstein files.
I've been saying for a while, like, you can have all the money you want. You could put yourself in the most secure position to be able to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But life is ironic. It's funny how your contingency plan may be worse than the original, outcome that you are facing.
Right.
There was a way that you could have kept the facade alive.
I mean, that feels like the national political landscape here in the United States right now.
Well, yeah, because they don't want to. You don't want to lose out on something.
Because the snapback from this Trump term will be worse than the snapback from the last one. And what I mean by that is that when the pendulum swings, it'll swing farther because it has to. Where they could have just continued to rock us to sleep by coasting in the middle.
Yeah, I agree with you. The only thing is it has to swing all the way past the normal Democrat.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that 110%.
That would be what would bring motherfuckers to revolution.
Yeah.
If the other side, so now you're proving to me that you're the same
But this also goes with, and it's funny because I've seen some reels around this that have talked about like Gen X and millennials in particular, like, we don't have a ton of leaders. There aren't leaders. At least not at like a national or global level that you can like point to.
I don't even think that that's all the way true. I think
you are starting to see that become less and less true because I think you're seeing more and more millennials and in particular stepping up. I think Gen X is just kind of like, eh.
I mean, you're not going to see a lot of it in general because
they don't want you to.
Those are the two generations that started to see the game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So why would I choose to lead in a game that I don't want to play? Is what I think you see from a lot of millennials. Now, change the game, and I'm sure you'll see leaders popping out left and right from millennials because nobody wants to play this game. It's tired.
We're
it's
done with
old.
This game. Yeah.
It's played out. There's nothing to like. What? Like, okay. Being a leader nowadays in this current climate is like being a black cop.
Yeah.
Bitch, you won't change it from the inside.
Right. It's got to change has to come from without, not from within.
I don't care what you think. You won't change it that way.
You will be sucked up like everyone else has been.
You're a cop because you wanted to be a cop, but don't try to inflate it into something else because it's not that. We know that. Same with this situation. It doesn't make sense for somebody to just jump into the game thinking they're going to correct it from the inside. 98% of our motherfucking congressmen got dual citizenship. That can't be changed.
Right. And that's not even counting their real citizenship, which is to the corporate lobbies.
That can't be changed.
Right.
It has to be done away with, but it can't be changed. So you're not going to see no leaders like that because a lot of people share your same sentiment where it's too far gone for me to care about everything else. Let me just focus on me and maintain my sanity.
Right. Right. Well, and again, it's the building the ground roots communities again. Find your people.
See, I don't think my way of doing things is necessarily the best way. You know what I'm saying?
Your isolationism.
No, not even isolationism, but like if you were like, Cliff, let's clean it up. How would he clean it up? You won't want my way.
Right.
You just won't want it. So it's best to, figure out another way or make sure there's only one way left before you start.
Once you pull the pin on that, there's no going back. Right.
Don't ask me what should be done.
I hear you.
Because motherfuckers ain't gonna like my answers.
Right.
So no, I'm not gonna go out there marching with you, and I'm not gonna hold up a sign. I'm not gonna do anything like that. It has nothing to do with me.
I hear you. I feel the same way about fucking No Kings and all that shit. Like,
what are we doing this for?
Right.
What are we doing this for?
Because there's no way it's this big and it's not being manipulated by corporations behind the scenes or big money behind the scenes. It's just there's no fucking way.
Right. And what are you doing it for? How many times have motherfuckers marched?
Well, and again, why are all the marches on a Saturday and a Sunday versus actually disrupting the system and doing them on a weekday when people should be at work? Like, no, I'm not going to give up my free time. Now, you want me to walk away from...
I'll put some PTO in real quick.
But it's performative is what it is.
That's the thing about it, right? Like, we talk about it all the time, but they have successfully dismantled the community.
Yep.
The one thing about community, right, was you knew that for the most part, 85% of y'all all shared the same
goals, and it was protecting the community.
Right.
And building the community you wanted.
So you didn't have to worry about who's going to be at your right or your left.
Right.
Because you had your community.
Right.
But in this specific scenario, the way modern times are, somebody could do something. You could say Luigi Mangione did something. Nobody followed up, though.
Right.
He was by himself. And now everybody's rooting for his trial.
Right.
When he could have been the tipping point to make real change.
That's true.
But because we don't have community and because community is demonized, because let's be honest, all gangs are Indian tribes without bow and arrows.
Yep.
You just vilified them, but they were just communal tribes, right?
Yeah.
And you vilify them. Why? Because during your American Indian Wars, you knew that regardless of these people being at war with each other, the
enemy of my enemy is my friend.
They had communication systems to where if a motherfucking Choctaw got kidnapped and brought west, the Apache over there would be waiting to bring them back home.
Right.
But when you vilify gangs and you demonize them and you turn them into something completely different with your music and your movies and portrayals of people, you cut off those communication outlets to the point that you know that'll never take place again.
Right.
Now, if I go west, I have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
those are communities. They broke all of those up. They changed them. They perverted them. And I'm not saying that some of the white ones haven't been done the same.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are white groups that were put into the category with the Klan and the Knights and the Aryan Brotherhood that are like, whoa, 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 whoa. We were just a militia of friends that like to get together, shoot, drink beer, and you did that. You perverted that.
Yeah.
Because you knew us as Black folks wouldn't stand for it. But if we were aware that they didn't belong to that subset of people, we might connect and be like, well, let's
go.
That's always going to be a problem. So the goal is, it's funny that they give everybody access to be able to say whatever they want on a YouTube or a TikTok but people still don't hear the words.
Right. They're still not listening. They immediately get sorted.
You want to use the comments to talk shit about the way a motherfucker look on screen instead of organizing that fucking channel of communication.
Right.
And until motherfuckers wake up, you're just going to be in the 3s and the 4s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 5s is right before you like, okay, how can I make this work for me?
Right.
And 6 is when you get it to actually
work for you.
I ain't never seen that. Listen, I ain't never seen that. I stubbed my own fucking toes. Fuck, I don't know how to make shit work for me.
I hear you on that. Oh, man. All right. Let's shift gears a little bit.
Oh, but to round it back for the title.
Yeah.
That's why the Straw Hat Pirate shit, the One Piece, it's ironic the drop that they had, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they knew, but there's countries all across the world that are using that flag as a sign of resistance for their revolutions, right?
Dude, my neighbor has it on the back of his car.
For real? There is a few scenes.
I've not watched the show.
Season. It's a good watch. It is a good watch. It's not even my style of show, and I love it. That's how I know it's a good watch. But there's a few scenes in the second season where you're like, are you trying to communicate? You know what I'm saying? Are you saying something? And people
allegedly.
I mean, they said it. You know, they didn't outright say it, but they like. There was a point in me when I saw all the shit happening, like, you know, I don't know, was it the Philippines or wherever, that they was having their issues with the government and going to war and kicking people out and all that. And when they raised the One Piece flag and I saw it on the fucking article on my phone, a piece of me was like, really, why? And then watching it over again, because I watched it before the second season dropped, I kind of get it, right? Like, One Piece is one of them shows that have over 1,000 episodes in the anime world. So there's hella shit going on there that I'm not privy to. Yeah. But looking at it as a whole, he is the underdog, right? He's a scrawny little kid who has his goal set on being king of the pirates and will help a motherfucker when he can, but you see what
But he's always aiming for that goal.
Right. And every time he has to face something that you're like, ain't no getting out of that. And every time he finds a way to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, I get it. I definitely get it, you know, like, but when I seen that second season and I saw them spots, or I was like, are you saying something? Are you talking to me? I said, okay, I get it now. Now I get it. Because that's just a piece. The live action is just a piece. Like, that's just a few episodes into the actual
Right.
show. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not a
Does it
big chunk.
does it do a good job of at least like hitting the key points just
Uh-huh.
from what you understand? All right.
And the only reason why I know that is because
I've heard that like fans of the anime are fans of the live action, which is usually not the case.
right. The only reason why I know that is because the live action, I liked it so much. I was like, well, let me watch the
Let me
anime
watch the
to,
anime.
see what happens after all this. And I was like, okay, it's pretty spot on.
Gotcha. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
I feel like they were strategic in their release time.
Okay.
And if motherfuckers was listening like I was listening.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I'll pull that one up. And Andrew and I are looking for a new show anyway, so maybe I can get him into it.
But I said it though. I said the irony of it all, right? The irony of it all, as far as these motherfuckers trying to be as safe as possible. You started a war with Iran, and the war isn't even, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not to the point of expected yet. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's what lets me know that they have other plans.
Yeah.
It's not just about destroying something. No, they have other plans. They're trying to make sure this can't come back anymore.
Right. Well, and I mean that's been Israel's fucking MO
Well, see,
in
Israel,
general.
that's interesting though. Israel is doing it brutishly. I'm just gonna beat you up and keep beating you up until there's nothing left to beat up.
Right.
Iran is like, let me wake the people up.
Right.
Let me wake the people up. Maybe they'll beat them up and then we can jump in.
Sending
Iran's,
oil prices and gas prices doubling, yeah.
yeah, let's get the people riled up real quick. Iran is on some,
They're running the long game.
they're on some nefarious timing right now that I don't think a lot of people are noticing.
I think that's a fair statement.
And it's working too. We're insolvent. How the fuck do you get out of that at war? Especially when you got motherfucking Ferraris and shit.
Right.
And these motherfuckers is like, you can get it done in the Civic. These motherfuckers is too fast, too furious. Y'all want to see him in space. I'm trying to tell you.
Well, actually, that's a good segue. So, speaking of in space, any interest in seeing Project Hail Mary?
What the fuck is that?
Oh, so unfortunately it's the new Ryan Gosling movie. I actually just finished the book, and the plot behind the book is that natural disaster hits, but it's something that's in outer space, and it's something that's basically draining the energy from the sun. And so Project Hail Mary is their last attempt to like figure out what is this life form that's draining the sun and yada yada yada. And it involves going out into deep space. Ryan Gosling's character, the main character, ends up the only one that survives the trip. And so he has to try to figure it out on his own, but then he meets an alien who's there to solve the same problem for his planet.
I might be interested in that.
All right. Well, I might go see it tomorrow. Mel and I might go see it tomorrow. So I'll hit you up once we figure out what time we're gonna go and see if you're interested.
Yeah, I'll probably. Yeah, it depends on what
What
time
time? What
because
time? Yeah, I got you.
I got my plans tomorrow. Not plans, but
I understand. I
probably
get it.
hit the range in the morning.
All right. Getting back to it, huh? Getting back regular with it?
Trying at least.
All right. But anyways, so I finished that book, and then I ended up reading his other book. Author's name is Anthony Weir, I think. He also wrote The Martian.
Matt Damon,
Yeah, I mean, he
him
wrote
on
the book
Mars.
that the
Right.
movie was based on. So
Okay.
I like his style in general because I thought both of those were tremendous stories. So I read those, and then I read Artemis, which is about this. It's basically about a lunar city that was actually established by Kenya, which was cool. but it's basically a story of like capitalism and how the companies are trying to outdo each other without giving a fuck about the people who live on the moon. That was a good one too. So those three books I'd recommend with The Martian, Project Hail Mary, and Artemis. And then I read another one on the plane that was Dark Matter. Dark Matter's a show on Apple TV, but I hadn't watched the show and I read the book. And idea is this dude is kind of like a scientific prodigy in quantum mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point during his life, he makes the decision to settle down, get married, have a kid, and kind of walk away from the research side of things and go into academia.
Right.
And he hits a point in his life where he's like questioning, like, is this really what I want? Yada yada yada. And then he finds himself kidnapped, assaulted, and finds himself in a world where he did do all those things and basically push the boundaries of quantum mechanics. And it ends up being kind of like a multiverse story where he's, trying to get home. It's kind of quantum leapish. He's trying to get home, but every time he tries, he ends up in another like distorted version of his reality.
So
It's
he what
another
did
one of those
he?
like parallel worlds kind of ideas, and it's another really good book, really quick read.
So he succeeded.
He did in some, well, he did in a different
He succeed.
reality.
Well, or did he succeed in general?
So
Because
I don't want to give away the twist of how he ended up in the first alternate reality that he ended up in.
yeah, he succeeded.
Yeah.
But
Basically,
the irony of your success is uncomfortable.
you're right, right. Because in order to achieve that success, you had to give everything that you know up.
Right.
And then you realize that the success wasn't worth it.
Right.
But the
But see,
end is trippy, but it's really cool in terms of, again, I don't want to ruin it, but there's a situation at the end that I actually didn't see coming, and then I started like as I read through it, I'm like, no, that makes perfect sense by the nature of quantum mechanics. And like the whole idea is that every decision point in your life splits off into alternate
right.
realities, right? Like
Right.
in one decision you go left, one decision you go right kind of deal. And that all comes to bite him in the ass at the end too. So it's a good kind of trippy read, but I really
My
like it.
motherfucking
I've had several good sci-fi reads lately, and now I'm reading trash with Dungeon Crawler Carl, but it's fine.
my quantum mechanics are like a plinko game.
Well,
Yeah, I need
what's really interesting is when he figures out how to jump, basically how to leap between the universes. It all kind of comes back to consciousness, and it takes him a while to figure out that he can actually control where he's going to some extent.
right.
So yeah, it's very interesting. It's a good read.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. Your reads aren't really my reads.
No, and I get that.
But you know what? My reads I find few and far between.
Yeah. Are you done with did you finish Black AF history?
No.
Are you still reading it? That's a no. Cliff, if you're not going to read it, how can you expect me to read it? Because I need to.
I just don't feel like reading through the part that I'm reading through.
I understand that. I've hit that point before.
And I knew that it was going to be some bullshit because the pages were gray instead of white. Like, this is like the governance of it all. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
So skip that
about
part.
none of that. Then it wasn't a read.
Oh, all right. I mean, here's the deal: is that I enjoyed the Lord of the Rings books, but the second time I read them, I did not read any of the shit with Frodo and Sam.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but that's a second time thing.
That's true. I was a completionist the first time through. That's fair.
I think I'm on chapter 11 or something like that. I think it's only like 21 chapters, but
I get that if they change the tone and change the focus in the middle, it's hard sometimes.
and I don't really like any of that shit anyway.
Right. Well, that's why I'm saying just skip that part, man.
But I mean, it's knowledge,
I hear you. But it's the knowledge they want you to have. It's governance.
I mean, I don't know. But yeah, it is paper shit. Like, who gave a fuck about paper? Like, I want to know the first, like, motherfucker, the first indigenous person that was on this land, right? Just chilling. In comes this white man with a piece of paper that says, "You see that? I own that now." And they was like, "Yeah, I guess he owns it now." He got the piece of paper. He owns it. It says it right there.
He got the piece of paper and he's got guns. Well,
I don't get it. I mean, but that means nothing because you fought for how long?
Right.
At some point, the war ended and you was like, you got paper. He got paper. And now to this day, we're sitting here giving a fuck about paper.
Right.
I don't care about your paper. I don't care about your cloud files.
I care about...
Like, who is this motherfucker that said this is law?
Right.
And why is your law my law?
It's a fair statement.
Why is what's good for you good for me as well? Especially when your law has proven that there has to be a me for there to be a you.
Right. Right.
And I'm supposed to live by that and honor that?
At which point did I personally give up my consent to be
governed? Right. By a motherfucker who doesn't know how to govern.
Right.
And I'm supposed to pay you to be incompetent at what it is you do. But motherfuckers is expecting to
40% of every check that I make.
Right. But motherfuckers is expecting you to give them 50 hours a week and maintain a 95% efficiency. Bitch ain't been 95%, ain't been efficient about shit. You don't provide 95%.
Facts.
How I'm supposed to be more than what you provide?
And I'm paying you.
Because they got it on paper. Because they got a piece of paper.
Let me pay you to fix your bullshit. For me to fix your bullshit.
This shit crazy. I don't want an email. Don't hand me a piece of paper.
I don't take things. I don't take things from people.
Bitch, turn it back into a tree.
I'm going to need you to put that down on the ground because I'm not going to pick it up or I'm not going to take it from your hands.
It don't matter. I can have it. It could be in my pocket. That doesn't mean I received it.
Right. I knew that's where you were going. Great job with the callback, sir.
You hear what I'm saying? Doesn't mean I received it. Bitch.
Oh, man. All right. You got anything else?
Love everybody. Mashallah. Shout out Drewski. Shout out Drewski.
You mean Erica Kirk?
Call him what you want to call him. That motherfucker. Listen, Dave Chappelle might have to come out of retirement because this nigga, he's hitting. He hitting. He hitting. And he don't got no budget, no Comedy Central budget.
The one that you sent me with Grok making the bet that it is actually
right. That is her. I know the jawline when I see it.
And that's the AI that the government's going with. We're crazy. The Lord says he can get me out of this, but he's pretty sure you're fucked.
What is that? Boondock?
No, Braveheart. Stephen's my name. I'm the most wanted
On the
man
island.
on my island. Except
the
you're not
island,
on
dude.
my island. Crazy Irishman.
Wouldn't that be
Crazy enough to
crazy?
get a dagger past your guards, old man.
Wouldn't that be crazy? If all the soldiers went to Iran and met in the middle of the battlefield and just shook hands.
Just shook hands, started hugging.
Uh-huh.
And then we dropped bombs on
That would be what makes them press the button right there.
Oh damn!
But,
I am not gonna lie. I'm super happy that Andrew is still 7 years away from draft age.
I mean, you still gotta take them. You still gotta take them. You know what I'm saying? And if the motherfucker, as long as my child lives with me, you ain't gonna get him without me still breathing.
Right.
So you better send a little platoon here to get him.
How many are you willing to give up for one?
Listen. And that's not alleged.
Facts. Oh man. All right. Do us a favor, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell them to troll. And with all that, peace out, fools.